Margavan and Melanine, and well met indeed. I am Arakir Garlidirthan, the head of Divide and Conquer, and welcome back to Divide and Conquer as we continue on as the Enedwaith. That didn't make sense, did it? As we continue on as Enedwaith, or the peoples of Enedwaith, we are now tightening the noose around the throat of Dunland. I've used that term quite a lot recently, actually. I need to stop using that, really. But Dunland will soon fall. We can only hope. They have an army up here somewhere, and it is we're uncertain as to where it is at the moment. It could be on its way down through the trees, and that is currently led by their faction leader. We are, of course, besieging southern Tharbad. Oh, dear, sorry, excuse me. With our own faction leader. And we have taken northern Tharbad, where we will try and hold whatever comes from the north. We need to control another 29 regions. I will stop coughing. Sorry, I've just had lunch. So it's just working through my throat, as it were. We are besieging Dunland as well. We're doing very, very well. And hopefully soon we will have ultimate victory. Of course, we do not own Derweth. And I was kind of hoping Rohan might take it. We don't need it to win, so who knows. Now, a little interesting tidbit for you regarding modding, and that is that the Woses, the Druidine, the wild men of the western reaches of Gondor have been added to the mod. Now, unfortunately, the file that governs them as mercenaries only doesn't affect saved games, so you won't see them in this save game as a trainable mercenary unit. But when your own games in version 1, they will be available as mercenaries for Enedwaith, for Dunland, and unfortunately for Bree, because of the way that mercenaries work, in the region of Druwaith Eor, Path Eor, the lands of the Druidine, and indeed, of course, Anorian, because they are known to have resided in the forest here. So there'll be they're an interesting little unit that have been added, given that the extra space that we have now got with the removal of duplicated mercenary units. There's also been there's a great deal of other modding changes, and if I can remember them, I will speak of them as we go through. But let's just do a little appraisal, as I've done. I've had a whole heap of Umbar recordings and Anduin since I last played this one, so I'm a little out of sync with it. But no, it is just the invasion on Dunland. Righty-ho, how long do we want to siege them out? In 3 turns. Oh, there's like no one there, is there? There's no point wasting units. I think we'll just wait 3 turns. And in Dunland, we will also... So in 3 turns, we're going to have 2 rather key battles. It depends if the army comes down out of the north. And if they do, and they come for northern Tharbad, then we might have to consider attacking southern Tharbad so that we can shift the armies across the river, because the army that's being led by the Dunlending chieftain, if I remember rightly, is very, very powerful, very strong, and it looks rather threatening. So we can hopefully get around that by just swarming them with numbers. There's been another new unit added to Umbar as well. At the minute, the name that we're going with is the Black Guard. And unlike most of Umbar's troops who have a red and black theme, these will be all black. And they are an upper medium tier javelin unit that has been asked for some time. So they are coming in. Oh, I know why the turn time is going slower, because I've stupidly set the file again. Ugh, that's irritating. I will, once this is done and I've gone through, it's so temperamental, the slight minor changes can then force the whole thing to run so sluggishly. And the change in this regard is running Medieval 2.exe, the base game obviously. I've set that to run as administrator because I was resolving a problem in a different campaign. And that has now led to this campaign going really slowly. Oh. They've given us another 10 grand. Oh, thank you very much. That's really useful. I feel a little bit like that may be a bug, but I'll take another 10 grand. Nothing else is really happening anywhere else, is it? Although yeah, we've got all that money now. You can build, try and focus on economy in the regions that are now completely safe. So down in U3. Right, it will jar very briefly because I am going to resolve it so that the turn times go fast again. Bear with me a second. Okay. Now, let's hope that that change has taken effect. So again, we are still just waiting though, unfortunately.
Yes, my lord. Your orders, my
I don't
lord.
want to attack any of these because of the risk of losing troops. We're going to need so many troops on standby when we come to attack Linden. We're going to lose man after man after man after man as we head north. I'd like to get a full complement of units in there as well, just in case something goes bad and Mordor come a knocking, which is not unrealistic. So anything that can train 2 units, I would like. No, they can't. Oh, we can get another unit of swordmen, and then have them as a garrison. Yes, that'll do. Otherwise, that's another end turn. When is this episode? This episode is recorded on the 12th of March, but it is coming out to you on the 21st of April, is that? March, April, no, May, probably May. No, March, April, yeah. Quite a ways into advance. Quite a way in advance. I've also gone through and edited the auto-calculation results for cavalry. I've made the cavalry stronger than they were before. And in auto-calculation results. Now, I've tried to make this as extreme as possible for testing purposes before version 1 is actually released. And so it should now hopefully favour cavalry, or at least count cavalry on a similar footing to infantry, assuming that the calculation that we have actually works, or the way that you can edit auto-calculation results works. Now, of course, you're all probably thinking that whatever I just did a moment ago has had absolutely no effect, and you would certainly be correct in thinking that. I don't know what I would have copied over to make this one suddenly run so sluggish. My graphic settings haven't returned to high or anything. It just doesn't like Enedwaith very much at all. I'm not really sure. It's taking a fair old while, isn't it?
We bring word for you.
Oh, trade rights. Yes, go on then.
Glad we could reach it until we meet again.
Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Tramak Tower has gained a warrior hut. Cheeky. Cheeky, cheeky. We're not making any real money, though, either, are we? Yeah, so you're heading to that fort.
By your command, we'll make camp here.
And we have built Leatherwork and Grove Stories. Right, this is the last turn. It is now that if the enemy is to rise up at Dunland, this will be when they rise up, and the same at Southern Tharbad. Now, they might not rise up, of course, which will... I mean, we just take both of them. Very anticlimactic. I don't know where the army that was hidden in the trees up here has gone. Maybe it moved north to hit the Bree landers. I don't know.
Approaching quietly. Approaching
Couldn't say.
quietly.
Couldn't say. I'm just going to quickly check something though. 2 shakes. Alrighty then. Now I've done absolutely everything I can think of, unless to hopefully speed up turns. It could also just be because I synced this game again with our Dropbox build, which is where we store all the files when they're being worked on by the team. By the team, there's only 3 of us. All the changes that had been made, I popped into these ones again because they were only minor changes that don't really affect the gameplay. But evidently they've affected it for some reason. Somehow things are different. Although I've recorded, I've pre-recorded now most of the on the day today, which is the 12th. I've recorded almost every Anduin campaign. I've recorded every Umbar episode that's going up while I'm away, and I just have the remaining Enedwaith ones. And I didn't have any problems with the Umbar or Anduin ones. I don't know what it is about this one that's causing such a stir. Because it's very, very infuriating. The easiest way to lose desire for the game is for the turn times to slow down like this. Captain Ulf, Dunlanding Warbad, Dunlanding Berserkers, Dunlanding Warriors, Clan Hunters, Clan Spearmen. Ulf here the Fat. Dunlanding Huntsmen, Dunlanding Berserkers, Clan Hunters. Alright, I think we have a fair old chance. Are they both coming from the... Who's in the town? He's in the town. But it's Ulf that's attacking us, so they'll be coming from our right and our left.
Attack!
This is just going to be a line-up and fire opportunity. Start deployment. Ah, there's our great leader. Noble leader. Oh, yeah, you can really tell when you turn the texture quality down. I'll turn that back up again after this one because it shouldn't have any effect on the campaign turn speed. Oh, yeah, look at that. You can really tell. They're blurry as you like. Oh, dear. Anywho, we were being attacked from the right and left. There are no hills. We have a lot of javelin men and a lot of hidden men. We don't need to do anything particularly fancy. They're attacking us out of desperation, not out of a desire, not out of a thought that they will win. Now, Ulf was the one who's attacking us, wasn't he? And he was standing to the south. So if he's coming from here, then the other guy will be coming from the right corner, from behind up there. So yeah, if we pull back to there. I'm trying to get the siege equipment to not be behind our line so it can fire almost indefinitely. So we're trying to angle it a bit. So, you gentlemen, form up. They're the part of the only two who will actually be seen. Our archers go behind. And put the cavalry on that side. You two can cover the siege equipment if anyone comes that way, and these guys go at the very back. Now that should be everyone except for someone is still out there. Oh, I forgot about you, sorry. Here we are, start battle. Oh yes, they're coming exactly as I thought. Oh, there's another mercenary unit which hasn't been edited in the files. Who are you? Dunlanding Spearmen. Dunland Spearmen. Merc. SS. Silver Surfer. Any other Dunlanding? No, they're the only mercenary Dunlanding unit actually, so it'll only be them. Okay. I can't imagine we're going to struggle on this one. We really outnumber them and we outclass them. They're Dunlanding basic units. So, we'll just wait. The ambush will cause a great deal of problem for them. A great amount of problems for them. We'll just let them charge at us at the moment. Stand ready, men. Keep yourselves hidden. They're just crouching down and it's hidden. Oh, I do love old games. Any joy? Yes, the siege equipment is firing. Getting some kills, I hope. No, not really. Ah, there we are. Starting to hit home now.
We're under attack!
Doing well. Doing very well. Who's coming over here? Dunlanding Berserkers. Just wait till these guys pop up. That will be the last straw for these men. Our Greyford Axemen can come out of hiding. They're up. And they strike home phenomenally well. 50 men fall in the initial throw. They get there ready for the second. Oh, and there they go again. Crippled in two. Crippled into. Surely they'd be considering running away.
Badly bloodied. They have lost half their men. If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
They're losing some units to archers' fire. There's nothing we can really do about that because we can't catch any of their units.
The enemy general. Our men have slain the enemy general. Without him, his troops will lose their will to fight.
Move into the back, move into the sides. Captain Ulf has fallen.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy. The enemy army flees the field. Pursue and run them down. The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men. Our men have slain the enemy general.
They just got him.
Without him, his troops will lose their will to fight.
Oh no, that's Wolfear the Fat. Oh. Surely that's everyone running.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Oh no, they're fighting to the death. End the battle.
This is a clear victory.
As expected, very clear victory. Southern Tharbad now belongs to the men of Enedwaith. Marvellous. We can just mop up Dunland, and then we'll swarm into Eriador, knocking down anyone that stands in our way en route to our total victory.
Victory!
And then, as expected, here comes the defenders of Dunland. Huntmaster Freka and Menthar the Cruel. He's got a reasonable. These three units, I'm afraid, will all be Silver Surfer in the battle. But with our two armies here, I don't think we even need two armies. Oh, we might as well. What the hell? Save it, as always. I'm really disappointed that the end turns are going slow again. It only seems to be affecting the Enedwaith campaign. This is the third time now I've had to try and make edits to speed up the Enedwaith campaign. And this time, though, I'm afraid it is entirely because, as I have probably... You will hear me say this so many times that you'll be bored to death of it. Obviously, my computer had to be reset, and the fact that this save game didn't come from this build, and then other things have then been ported in, it's just led to this one now becoming really confused, is the word I would use. We want to try and get as close to them as we can, so that we can stop their archers and basically stop them being a threat. Oh, another agreement of archers I forgot about. Go over there. Don't do that. And then one unit of Angren Raiders. You can go over there. If I didn't tell you to run, I want you to run now. Oh, who's this that's broken out? Eisenmach Raiders. Oh, because this is their bodyguard and that's the unit that he has. This is the original faction heir. Oh, I really need to turn my textures back up. They're really poor now.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
still got 52 of them. It's going to be a fight there. Oh, look, they do. They're not Silver Surfers. So which unit was that last time? Dunland Spearmen, maybe? Is that still a unit on its own right? How many are left now? 51 still. Dear, oh dear, those Isaac Raiders are doing alright. Doing well on that side. The unheard champions.
Only half the enemy force remains.
Menthar is down. Well done, well done, good throwing.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Hit into the back there. Yes. Pin them and bring them down. He's not even made it anywhere near. We're already finishing up here and he's only just arriving. Oh, there's a nice little grain exchange. I say finishing up, but not doing very well in the middle. Quite a few units routing. Oh, I forgot about you. Now is the hour, men! You will now turn the tide for us. Ah, this is all over. Now we really are just waiting for him to die.
Smash the enemy.
Which one is he? Ah, the one with the red cleat. It's routing. Oh, no, that was them. We're killing ourselves, though, which is annoying.
The battle is very much in our favour. Victory will be
him
ours.
just running around. Ah, he's gone.
General. Without him, his troops will lose their will to fight.
Right, everyone, except for you and you and you and you, pull out. Run yourselves away. Archers, move up and assist everyone else. Because now we just have to wait for the enemy to get bored of running back and forth. Whatever they have in the centre is all they have left now. But they get back to there, then they feel that they can do it again, so then they charge back out again, and they get shredded, and then they turn back again, and it's cyclical. We've got a lot of archers, we've got a lot of range, and it's all over. Now we lost 1,000, but that was for the battle for Dunland, and it was totally worth it. Losses can be explained away when they're necessary.
An honourable, glorious victory. We have triumphed.
Oh, Dunland, you're so weak now. Oh, at the end turn times, come on. Why have I wronged you? What have I done to wrong you so? I've not done anything. Ah. Also, Gilead is under attack. Dunland dwindles. Hell yes it does. I'm the largest faction. Goodness gracious. Okay. Dunland have 2 towns remaining. Only 2. But I will end the episode there as we're closing in. Just make sure none of these have anything to do. And I will go and fiddle around as best I can out in behind the scenes, see what I can do. And then we shall move to finally finish Dunland off. Assault on Dunland, I think, is a good name for this episode. Assault on Dunland. Now, we don't have to... I mean, we own 18 regions. We'll have 20 regions by the time we've taken Dunland out. That means we'll only need 25 more regions. And we don't have to defeat anyone. We can just nip about claiming things. We could do some sort of grand crusade and send an army to... Like, because we're not at war with Bree, and if we just leave them alone, they'll probably stay at peace with us. Linden will never attack us unless we attack them. They never attack anyone. Well, they do sometimes go for Angmar, but... The Breelanders might attack us if we left them. Northern Dunedain might. It depends what happens when Angmar falls. But we'll wait and see. We'll find out what happens. But for now, that will end this episode. So thank you very much for watching, if indeed you have. I apologise for the slow end turns and the general jarriness that this episode has felt like for me. I hope that hasn't come across for you. I'll endeavour to improve things for the next one. So do stay tuned for that. And until we speak again, dear friends, Navar na den pedimad melonin, and farewell.